Welcome back in. Do you have your ticket for a chance to win this year's St. Jude Dream Home being built in Lexington? Well, tickets are going fast, and tonight, as construction continues, we wanted to know more about the design inspiration that went into this home, and we want you to think whimsy and fun. It's the sound of construction, but also the sound of progress at 3520 Stolen Horse Trace in Lexington. Inside the St. Jude Dream Home, we are starting to see what this brand new home will look like from a design standpoint. Shelley Mulberry with Mulberry Builders designed this year's home, and she's really put her heart into it.
With this one, I was thinking, all right, we're doing this for St. Jude, so it's special.
Mulberry wanted this home to not only stand out, but to be timeless in its look.
There's just a little bit of some color, some fun, but we're also going to keep it still very neutral and calm and serene.
The kitchen is one of the places you'll find a pop of color. There is a moody green on the cabinets, and you can tell by looking at Mulberry's inspiration board just what she envisions for what is often the heart of the home. And when it comes to fixtures in this house, there is no skimping.
This is the lighting mood board, and of course all of the lighting for St. Jude is donated by Kichler nationwide, which is fantastic. So we get to look through all of their fixtures and go wild, essentially. And what I was thinking here was I love to mix metals.
There are so many elements that make this home stand out, but this year the design was intentional in making this dream home more accessible to a wider audience. It's all ADA compliant.
In this space, we have got a zero threshold. It's covered now, but it's a zero threshold. So if someone were to need to use a wheelchair and get into the space, or have a walker, or just any difficulty getting over, this eliminates that. So you can just get right in.
From the kitchen to the bedrooms, this home is being built with purpose. It's a home that literally has heart from the ground up, and one that is meaningful to every crew member and vendor who contributes, because to them, it's all about St. Jude and the families it serves.
We're not doctors, we're not nurses, but this is an opportunity for us to participate in that care and participate in that just overall well-being and protection of our future, really.
Well, there are about 4,400